Okay. Hi, I'm volunteer number 6, and we represent a company of WAVE, which is an abbreviation of Water Appreciating Floating Experts. And our case owner is a professor come from National Cheng Kung University, Bart van Buren. And our case is going to build floating buildings on Taiwan by 2040.
Hello everybody, my name is Teun van Doren. I study at Utrecht University, hydrology, and yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Wen. I just graduated from National Cheng Kung University, and my major was hydraulic and ocean engineering.
Hi, my name is Harry. I'm also Gao Zhenhao. I study at the Department of Hydraulic and Ocean Engineering in National Cheng Kung University.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm Samuel. I'm from Zhili University of Technology, and my major is international trade.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Annette Swinnerman. I study at the Rotterdam University of Applied Science, Water Management. Intense rainfall, land subsidings, and increasing floods. Those are the threats for Taiwan. And besides those, also urbanization is a threat for the cities. Especially Kaohsiung City will be affected by those threats. So, living in floating houses could be one of the solutions. However, most Taiwanese people think water is unpredictable, dangerous, and mysterious due to traditional legends, floods, and typhoons. So how can we make floating houses successful in Taiwan? We need to change this mindset of fearing water into loving water. To achieve this goal, we recommend to build our floating experience center in the harbor of Kaohsiung. The center will be designed as a floating museum with interactive playgrounds, a hotel, and a restaurant, so people could experience how it would be to live in a floating house. Furthermore, a 4D virtual reality simulation of typhoons and earthquakes will show the safety of floating houses. Because of the implementation of an earthquake-proof foundation, the foundations will be very strong. And even if this foundation might collapse, our houses will just keep floating. So, our floating experience center is a concept with innovative, interactive, and it's for increasing enthusiasm about water and floating houses. So why fear water? Just go with float.
Okay, thank you very much. Jury, can I give you the floor?
Yes, thank you for the pitch. You mentioned you want to show the safety of water to the people using virtual reality, right? Can you elaborate a bit more on that? Because you will be confronting people with also the dangers of living in floating structures, right?
The idea of the 4D virtual reality is actually to make people experience how it is like to float on to live in a floating building, and if we can simulate what an earthquake feels like in a floating building or a typhoon, and they can feel that it's actually stable and really safe, then they know they might be convinced to live in a floating building instead of living on a house on the mainland.
Okay, thank you. Another question is you also envision a floating hotel. What are you going to do during the ghost month?
Well, I think that to go or live in a floating experience center will be a very new idea for Taiwanese teenagers. And our trigger is at a low price, so we can convince them to come and to like juveniles or backpackers. And also in the ghost month, that is a summer vacation in Taiwan. So I think many teenagers will be very curious and happy to come here.
Thank you very much.
So as you mentioned, safety is one of the crucial factors when we face the climate change. But we back to the reality. And first, I think first of all we meet the problem, how the resident to get the funding to build a new construction, something like that.
Thank you, sir. Well, by the funding part, I would like to say that as we will have strategic alliances with the yacht industries and also the CNC, China Steel Company, because as a very large enterprise, they have to do something to solve the social problems, like they have to solve the floods and also the residents' problems. So I think they would be very pleasure to fund us. Thank you.
Okay.
How would you attract the people who are comfortable in the mainland and to your floating house? This is question one. Question two will be, how are you going to deal with all that kinds of advanced technology to prevent the flooding, to enhance the security of your floating house, like Internet of Things, that kinds of stuff? How are you going to apply that to your idea? Thank you.
Could you please repeat your
How are you going to attract the people to tell them your floating house is comfortable, why they feel more comfortable in the mainland? They live in the mainland residential housing. This is question one. Question two will be that we all use the Internet of Things, that kinds of stuff, to enhance the efficiency of your operation, accuracy of your, let's say, also your operation. Will that happen in your idea or your project? Yeah, these two are my questions.
Thank you, sir. Well, first of all, I would like to answer your first question. Our short-term goal is not to convince people that water is a better place to live. Well, our goal is to convince that water is just safer than the mainland, because that in the future climate, it's going to be very extreme climates. Like there's going to be more often typhoons and floods. So that's in the future. But for now, we just want to let them know that water is not dangerous, and it's also very beautiful if you just live on the water. And you can also, in our experience center, there is a basement. You can just go to the basement and you can just see all the fantastic things under the water. Yeah, thank you. And for the second question, Harry is going to answer you.
And this is also the last question.
The last question is about because when we're building up this floating building, we have considered about the natural disaster, and that for that part, it's my case to design like a kind of foundation that helping to, because as you know, in several countries in Asia, there's earthquake, flooded like this, and we focus on the earthquake part, and we design a foundation that can actually divide in two parts, and inside the two parts foundation layers in the ground underwater, we actually insert some techniques that Japanese company use in their building on the normal ground, but I think it could be used in a floating house, so we just put it inside our foundation to prevent the earthquake for the 2-dimension earthquake. And if you're scaring about the 3-dimension, we may shake up and down. We also design some like dumping system for the poles to prevent it. Thank you.
Okay. Team number 6, thank you very much.